Shroff Memorial Hospital Kalmunai, the National Green Award winner, is committed to carbon reduction. The National Tree Planting Program aimed at planting 1 million trees across the country was launched in accordance with the environment policy outlined in President Gotabaya Rajapaksa's election manifesto to increase the forest cover of the country from 29% to 32% within the next 5 years. Under the National Tree Planting Program, trees will be planted in the premises of government institutions island-wide.
The world may be hurting, but there is a solution. Plant trees, save lives.
Whether it's using fuel or electricity, or traveling by car, bus, train, or plane, our daily activities release carbon dioxide into the air. Carbon dioxide is the leading greenhouse gas contributing to climate change, the impacts of which are already being felt around the world. Smallholder farmers in the poorest parts of the world are the most vulnerable to the effects of climate change because they are heavily dependent on their land for their livelihoods. Just as each of us contributes to climate change by creating CO2 emissions, each of us can also be part of the solution. This involves reducing our carbon footprint and supporting worldwide climate projects that help absorb carbon emissions and tackle poverty, such as community-based reforestation. Wood is made up of 50% carbon. So when trees grow, they absorb carbon dioxide from the air and store it in their plant tissue. Closer to the equator, trees grow up to 10 times faster than they do in northern regions, making tropical reforestation one of the most efficient and cost-effective ways of absorbing carbon dioxide. As one of the world's leading providers of voluntary carbon offsetting, MyClimate supports this reforestation initiative that preserves ecosystems and improves livelihoods while mitigating climate change.
They nourish us and protect us in many ways. Also, they keep our environment green and clean. So, it becomes our responsibility to repay them for the things they do for us by saving them. Besides, large trees are more beneficial than small ones because they capture more carbon, capture more water, combat the heat, filter greenhouse gases, give shelter from heat and sunlight, etc. So, it can be said that we depend on them more rather than they on us. The importance of trees cannot be overstated. Trees help clean the air we breathe, filter the water we drink, ensure we have a healthy environment and provide habitat to over 80% of the world's terrestrial biodiversity. They are so important for so many reasons. At One Tree Planted, we focus on the 6 pillars of reforestation. Trees clean air. Trees clean water. Trees positively impact biodiversity. Trees provide important jobs and opportunities for us. Trees benefit human health. Trees play a vital role in regulating Earth's climate. Forests provide jobs to over 1.6 billion people, absorb harmful carbon from the atmosphere, and are key ingredients in 25% of all medicines. Have you ever taken an aspirin? It comes from the bark of a tree. The importance of forests cannot be underestimated. We depend on forests for our survival, from the air we breathe to the water we drink. Forests provide habitats for animals and livelihoods for humans, prevent soil erosion and mitigate climate change.
The various life form is able to survive on Earth due to plants. If we remove plants from the Earth even for one day, then the survival of man will become difficult. Trees remove air pollution in 2 ways. Some pollutants get stuck to the plant surface itself. That's just a temporary removal, as wind can shake the pollutants back into the air, and rain can wash it down into the soil. The primary way in which trees remove pollution is by sucking up the gases through tiny openings on leaves called stomata, which literally means mouth. That's especially true for ozone, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide.
Our work started in a rural village where the entire area had been deforested. The environment is supposed to be a blessing, but in this village it was a curse. Every day was a struggle to survive. Across the globe, this is a common problem. Places that used to be forest are now becoming desert. Together we are restoring the environment. Together we are bringing new life in villages to dads and moms who desperately want to care for their families. Together we are planting hope. The world may be hurting, but there is a solution. Plant trees, save lives.